brash, prolific, and consistent. This is Sean's View Entertainment on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe with another vlog, blog, or column, whichever three you want to call it. You know, if there's two words that I could use that sums up the current WWE creative team, it would be inconsistent and uncreative. You see, for the past several years, the WWE fans, the WWE universe, including me, have been asking for change. We want something organic. We want something original. We don't want the same storylines, the same rematches, the same recycled angles. We want to see something superior. We don't want to see a creative team that is all bummed out and out of touch and out of tune with today's WWE product because of who and what is on creative's team. So we have two problems, and we're going to fix it with two people. If it were me, I would have Jake the Snake Roberts and Paul Heyman on the WWE creative team. And you want to talk about improvements and you want to talk about shaking up the creative team, this would do it in a hell of a big way. Now, today's creative team, as we all know, is very different than what we had in the Attitude Era, or even before that for that matter. Today's creative team is well less creative than we remember it. Some are not even fans of the WWE. Some never even grew up watching the product. And some have no grasp as to how to write a compelling story. And this is what makes up today's current crop of the creative team. Isn't that great, ladies and gentlemen? Now, most of the complaints I hear, and even mine, are valid. People are sick of recycled storylines, rematch after rematch, and outdated angles, as I mentioned earlier. Now, the following people would recreate and revolutionize what a WWE creative team is all about. Even though the creative team is much bigger today, two people, like I said, who could bring great insight and change the landscape of the creative team forever is, without a doubt, Paul Heyman and Jake the Snake Roberts. Especially now that Jake the Snake has his head on right. He's straight again. He's back on, you know, that road where there's going to be no detours. There's going to be no lefts or rights. There ain't going to be no icy roads. Jake the Snake has come around full circle. Congratulations to him. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that the WWE creative team needs a complete overhaul, and this would be the overhaul that the fans would be wanting. But you may say to me, well, you know, Sean, WWE, it's PG. This would not work to have Paul Heyman and Jake the Snake on the creative team. Well, I say it most definitely could work, and it would work. I'll tell you why. A portion of the Attitude Era, if you remember, was actually PG. Many great television shows in this day and era and age are also PG. It's about the people who are behind the script and the storylines to make it great. Remember, it's the people behind the storyline and the script to make some compelling TV. Paul Heyman and Jake the Snake Roberts could refresh the WWE creative team for the better and bring something unpredictable to the table, which us WWE fans have been wanting, something unpredictable. I like to see the following people on creative due to a variety of reasons. For one, they are masterminds. They are creative. They have a grasp of what people want and what works and what doesn't work. The people I'm about to mention are visionaries. They would also complement each other, and it would make for a very dynamic team. Like I said, I know the creative team is much larger than it used to be. The capacity is a little bit ridiculous. I think there are actually too many people on the creative team, all throwing out, you know, this, throwing out that, not agreeing to this, not agreeing to that, being stressed out, conflict, confusion, mayhem, and utter chaos. With Jake the Snake and Paul Heyman on there, it may take a little time to get accustomed to it. It may get some time to get used to it. But in time, it would come to be. All right? Now, they are not out of touch with what pro wrestling was built upon, the fundamentals that are behind it. Sometimes WWE complicates things too much, and they need to go back to a more simplistic way of doing things, in my estimation. The problem with having these kind of people on creative, Vince McMahon and Triple H both think very differently on how something can be done or how it should be done. You want the WWE to be compelling and must-see, and you want it to be organic and original. Paul Heyman and Jake the Snake, in my opinion, are the answers to the problem. Subscribe.